Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Jason Lowe Show, presented by Starne's Barber, where we cover everything on the diamond with the North Green Huskies baseball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Jason Lowe. Coach, how you doing this week?
A little tired.
I'd say so. Take us through the weekend. I know you had the Green Fling, the Buddy Hawk Classic, whatever you want to refer to it as, and you were at the field a lot, as you told me, cleaning up the field on Friday through the rain, marathon of a game Thursday night, and then here all day Saturday hosting. Take me through that first and foremost. I know it's always a good weekend every single year whenever you can have so many games played at so many different fields throughout the county on a weekend. How good was it this year?
Great baseball. We had 6 games played here. Every game was decided by 1 run.
That's awesome.
So, I would venture to say that our site was probably the most competitive. You'd be hard-pressed to be any more competitive than that. As far as we go, beat a good Carter team who had just come off a huge win over Providence. On Thursday, we had a little bit of a marathon game, 10-inning game. I think it lasted a little over 3 hours. Led the whole way. They tied it up in the top of the 7th with 2 outs, 2-out single, and we were able to win it in the 10th with got a few bunts down. Something we've been working on all year, and it finally came together, and we were able to scratch a win there. Saturday, we played the final 2 games. Volunteer, who we had split with the season, they got us by a run, and Morristown East as well got us by 1. So, I told the guys both of those games were really games that could have went either way. We just didn't come out on the right end of it. But I'm super happy to see us competing again. We had not been playing good baseball. University High, they put it on us pretty good there at the beginning of the week. Even prior to that, I didn't feel like we were playing the way that we can. I still don't think we're where we want to be, but I told the guys I think we're trending in the right direction at the right time. This week, it's really a good time to get hot. Mm-hmm. Get hot and get on the streak going into the tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Because I didn't know until we sat down before we clicked record that your district tournament starts at the end of next week. So when we sit down next week, we'll actually be previewing the district tournament, which is crazy to think about. But I know we covered the Buddy Hawk Classic right there. I want to go back to before that with the University High games. I know they didn't go the way you wanted them to go, with a 19-0 loss and a 13-2 loss. What was the conversation like after that game?
Tell everybody those scores.
What was the conversation like after that, and what kind of turned things around to where you were able to play competitive in the Green Fling?
Well, the first one after that was a come to Jesus meeting.
Figured so.
19-0. They're a good baseball team. I won't take anything away from them there. They've had a stranglehold on the conference for the last few years. Are they 19 runs better than us? I don't think so. You'd think we was playing Farragut or someone. It's one of those games where absolutely nothing went right. Our pitching's been, fairly good throughout the year. It was not good on that day. Defense was not good on that day. We had 1 hit. Just not a good day. The next day we were a little bit more competitive, but some more of the same in key situations. Not as many mistakes, but mistakes in key situations, mistakes that would have ended an inning, and then they hit a double in the gap and scores 2. Would we have won that game? Probably not, but we did play a little better than we did on Monday. But I would suspect we'll see them again in a time or 2.
Hopefully so. Hopefully we'll talk about that a little bit next week when it comes down to that time, whenever we preview the district tournament. But I think that's all the games we've had to cover this week. Thankfully, we had games to cover this week.
Yeah, it was good to finally get out there again. Got to play, 5 games?
Yeah.
Got to play 5 games. We'll play 4 this week, and next week, it's a good chance we'll play 5. So it's go, go, go. Got practice here in a few minutes. We're going to work on a few things, some things that we kind of save toward the end of the year. So kind of go over that, and just some things that you might have to pull out of your pocket if needed.
Of course. We'll let you get back out there in just a minute, but before we go into the second half, we need to cut into a break first and get a word from our sponsors. So we'll be right back after this break and preview the second half here on Grassroots Media.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was in Barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Jason Lowe Show, presented by Starne's Barbershop, where we cover everything on the diamond with the North Greene Huskies baseball team. As always, I'm joined here with Huskies head coach Jason Lowe. So you got a little bit of an all-county week this week.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you smell that?
I do.
There's some like aroma just permeating through the entire school, even downstairs. And the closer I get to Tana's room, the stronger the smell gets. I don't know if they've been cooking something in there. It's got a little bit of an oniony smell, maybe onion
Garlic?
rings. Yeah, maybe garlic. So I don't know if she's cooking something or if she has forgot to put her deodorant on, because it kind of smells a little bit like armpits. With her, I don't know. There's Ian. Hey, Ian, is Tana cooking or is that her body odor? Body odor? Okay, got it. Never mind. They're not cooking. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. I just had to I didn't know if I was the only one that smelled
No, I smelled it too. I smelled it whenever I walked
Yeah.
into school. You step out of the office, it's the first
You
thing
can smell it downstairs.
Can you
so,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's spread throughout the whole school.
We really appreciate that. All she has to do is go to Miss Light's room, and Miss Light has all kinds of hygiene supplies, and I don't know.
Might need to take a whole
I might
Febreze bottle
talk
to
to
the
her
school.
husband about, it's bad. But anyway, back to baseball.
You got an all-county week this week, but you end the weekend with a game up there in Stony Creek. You've got South Greene on the road on Tuesday, here against West Greene on Thursday, at Chuckie on Friday, and then you end the week, as I mentioned, up there in Stony Creek against Unaka on Saturday. So take me through your week. I know Unaka's the only conference game you got, and it'll be your last conference game at the back end of the week. So take us through the week and what you expect out of the county teams.
We're on the county tour. I thought before we had to reschedule the Unaka game, I thought we were done leaving the county actually until the tournament. But now we've got to go to Unaka, and we're going to make the Carter game up at Carter next Tuesday. So we have to leave the county 2 more times before the tournament. But tomorrow we've got the Rebels. We go out there. I would like to start a new streak. They're obviously a much improved baseball team. They won the conference, I believe, their conference. So
If they win today, they earn a split.
they aren't. Oh, so they've not locked it up.
They've not locked it up yet.
Okay.
Chuckie Doke's 8-2. They're 7-2.
Okay, so they can't win it outright.
Not outright.
Okay.
They would have a split.
I guess I need to
It's okay. It's not your conference.
I guess
so
I pay
understand.
attention to my own conference.
Exactly.
Either way, they're a good baseball team. Obviously, they've already beat us once this year, so I'd like to go out there and get to split with them. Then Thursday, the Buffaloes come to town. Adrian,
Dandelion Field is.
yeah, I hope he brings his daughter so she can play with maybe she can pick the dandelions and help us out a little bit. They're in full force right now.
He's already told me she will be there, and
Okay,
she'll be
good.
picking every one of them.
Okay, good. And then Friday, of course, we'll go to Chucky Dope. Seems like it rains every time we go to Chucky Dope, but fingers crossed. The week looks pretty good.
It does.
Except for Wednesday, which we don't have a game
Good
on
thing is
Wednesday.
you don't have one there.
Yeah. And then, like you said, Friday at noon, we go to Unaka, and that will wrap up conference play. Even though I think the tournament's pretty much decided, we're locked in playing Unaka the first round of the tournament. So, we'll go up there Saturday, and I guess we'll turn around Thursday and play them again in the tournament. So, hopefully we can go up there and get another win. But, I told the guys the big thing is it's time to get rolling a little bit and get a winning streak. And now's the time to get hot. If you're hot going in the tournament, you're confident. That feels a little better than having to feel like you're trying to scratch and claw for a win. And we've played some very competitive games, as we alluded to earlier. So, we've been in situations, these close games. So I would like to think that if we get there in the tournament that we'll say, hey, we've been here before, and we can come out on the winning end this time.
And I think very few things would boost their confidence more than starting a winning streak against these county teams too. Because it's all about bragging rights when you play within the county. I think maybe the only thing that could outdo a winning streak against the county team would be a winning streak against University High or a team like that within the conference. But if you get that winning streak going started with these county teams, how much of a boost do you think that would be to their confidence going into next week where you start districts?
Well, it should be a big boost. We've played 3 pretty good ball games in a row here. Unfortunately, we lost 2 of them, but just because you lose doesn't mean you didn't play well. The county teams, obviously, we're looking to get revenge on South Green and West Green, and I know Chucky Doak will be looking to do the same against us when we go out there on Friday. So, like you said, it's bragging rights. It's always fun when the county schools get together. You always have a nice crowd. Everyone knows everyone, and the coaches, kind of a little friendly banter back and forth, but it's always fun. I'm looking forward to it, and that'll also wrap up our JV season on Friday. So those guys have got one more week to play, and hopefully they get all 3 of those games in.
And then on Saturday, too, if you were to win that game against Unaka, you lock yourselves in as the 2 seed, where you would be the home team in that first game of the district tournament. And it sounds crazy that next week we'll come in here and preview the district tournament a little bit.
Flies by.
It does.
Yeah, it goes by quick. Especially, when April hits, it just seems like it's gone.
March runs a little slower, but once
Yeah.
April hits, it goes.
Yeah, four games this week. Next week we'll play Monday, Tuesday, and then I would imagine we'll play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, unless we lose Thursday and Friday, and then we'll be done. Hopefully that's not the case. So, we're going. Like I said, we're going to work on some things today. We're going to try. At this point in the year, it's all about cleaning things up. We're going to clean some things up that I think we can get better at. That may help us come tournament time. We'll see.
All right, but until next time when we get to preview next week's games, I think that's all I've got, unless you've got anything else to add.
No, I've not followed baseball.
I followed the Red Sox a little bit, and they're doing all right, but it just seems like the dominoes keep falling one by one by one. You've got O'Neal missing time, you've got Devers missing time, and now Casas is going to miss
I
time.
didn't even know Devers was out.
They collided and both had to miss time. I think O'Neal had to have, I can't remember how many stitches. Casas had, I think, a rib injury yesterday where Core said it wasn't good, or maybe that was Saturday that happened. So,
But keep it up a little bit with just the NBA playoffs, just who won.
Yeah.
I've just checked scores. I didn't even know the Oklahoma City Thunder were even good anymore. And then I'm like, how? They're the 1 seed? So that shows that I don't follow it until it comes playoff time. Then I'll kind of just keep up with who wins. But, Like I spent 26 hours at the baseball field.
Yeah.
From Thursday to
Friday. Tell us about that. We didn't touch on that in the first half. That's a good story to end on.
So Friday, everyone in the county is playing baseball but us. There's one little red cell, and it was sitting right on top of Baileyton, and Carter had just pulled in the parking lot. They were supposed to play Morristown East here Friday night, and it came a torrential downpour. I showed you on my phone. You know, the Parks and Rec was generous enough to send some guys out. We had, I think, 4 pumps going, had a squeegee going. We got all the water off the field. We were just about to nail drag it. Sun was out. We were about to nail drag it, open it up, let it dry overnight. We were still going to try to start at 9:30 on Saturday morning, and it came again. Only place in the county, and it came twice. So we were back to square one. Actually, the rain was worse the first time, but where it had absorbed so much, we had a bigger mess after the second rain. So we were here till dark, and we pushed it back, and we were able to start on 10:30. There's Adam Weir in the house. Adam Weir had his first hit of the season on Saturday, it felt like. Hey, it's what it felt like. That's the third baseman. Look at him. It's a good-looking kid, ain't it? Mm-hmm. I know you're lying. No, we were able to get it at 10:30, and it turned out to be a beautiful day on Saturday. The first game was a little cloudy. It was a little soft out there, but once the sun came out, by the time we got to play our 2 games, it was perfect conditions. So, other than having to sit through 14 innings of watching Adam Weir play baseball,
it's a good weekend.
I enjoyed the day, yeah.
But I think it's all we've got. Hopefully you don't have to do that any this week because there's not a cloud in the sky today.
Hopefully all I have to do is drag the field, put a little chalk down. Hopefully that'll be it.
That'll be perfect. The thing is, you only host 1 game this week.
Right.
On Thursday, so.
And then we have senior night a week from today. Did you?
I don't know if they heard that. What did he say?
He said, "Thank God it's almost over." You can always count on your seniors. Lead the way.
We'll come in here and talk about them next week, but Coach, that's all I've got for you.
All right.
Appreciate you once again. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Jason Lowe Show, presented by Starne's Barbershop. Look forward to seeing y'all next time here on Grassroots Media.
Are you